Hey, what is up, guys? It's LuneyN, and yesterday we tested GameCube games on the Series S. Today we are going to be testing PlayStation 2 games. PlayStation 2 games are actually a bit harder to get running on the Series S. You actually have to install a development build of RetroArch or manually put the emulator or the core files and the BIOS on yourself, which I did. And these games are actually on the internal SSD instead of a USB stick because there's like a soft cap of like 2 GB unless you do a whole bunch of different steps in development mode to get games running. So you actually have to move these into the internal SSD, sorry, to get them to run games that are bigger than 2 GB. So we're gonna start off with Ratchet and Clank on the PS2. And Ratchet and Clank, I have played a bit of it. I'm on like the after the first tutorial level, the one with the plumber on it. And as you can see, the games load way quicker than off a USB because they're on the SSD. But Ratchet and Clank definitely had some slowdowns, and it did crash on me once at the plumber cutscene. But I just relaunched the game and it went ahead past the cutscene. It's probably because it didn't have a slowdown. The first time I went into it, it had slowdown. The second time it didn't. So, and the PS2 emulator is still in active development. So you definitely get a lot worse performance than on GameCube, and it's a lot harder to find games that will run flawlessly compared to GameCube. Definitely some sound issues right now, and we'll see that there's probably going to be like some slowdown for sure. Okay, definitely some slowdown here. And the audio, but keeps going back to normal. Ooh. Get past this part and see if it picks back up again. Yeah, picks back up. It's just, I don't know, it's hit or miss with some titles. Like Ratchet and Clank definitely has a lot of slowdown. And you can tell like the audio's scuffed as hell too. It's definitely, Ratchet and Clank has more slowdown than it has running fine. But I would, like, if you couldn't play this game any other way, like you didn't have a PS2 or a PC, I'd say it's playable. Gonna get to up here. It's just really strange where the slowdowns happen too. Like in combat, it's usually good. Just random slowdowns there. We're gonna get up to where the plumber is. I'm pretty sure I already watched the cutscene though, so. Ooh. Damn it. I'm not the best at platforming. Jesus. Ow! Okay, there we go. That was bad. That didn't happen when I wasn't recording. But the game's running a lot smoother up near this area than it was down there. But there's some slowdown we're hitting again. This is where the plumber would trigger the cutscene. And we're gonna hit these boxes. We'll go down into the open area a bit, too, where there's more enemies, see how much more slowdown's there, and then we'll call it on Ratchet and Clank, and maybe we'll do God of War 2, or we'll compare it to, we'll do 2 larger games, and then we'll compare it to like a smaller game. I think that's reasonable. See, this open area here is rough. Okay, well, we got down. Performance has improved down here. Not by much, though. Okay, take back what I said. Maybe Ratchet and Clank. You know, we still need to wait for some more improvements to the emulator before we say, yeah, playable. But, you know, it's decent. If you had no other way to play, yeah, go ahead. Play Ratchet and Clank. Okay, anyways, we're gonna close out of this. It shouldn't crash because it's actually on the internal SSD, unlike the USB stick. And we are going to try, maybe we try God of War 2 next. Here is God of War 2. And see, it's like still way faster than loading games off the USB stick for GameCube. I think I have a load point that we can load in. Okay, yeah, so here. Do have a save point. I've seen God of War 1 running on the Series X, and it seemed to run like very well. God of War 2, I haven't seen anyone running. So this will be interesting. When I did play the little intro sequence, it did have a lot of audio issues and a bit of slowdown, but it was 100% playable. Yeah, see, some of the audio issues are coming out during combat here, but not too bad at all. I'd say this is, so far, way more playable than Ratchet and Clank. It's just the audio issues are probably the biggest thing with this game. You don't want to hear that scuffed audio all the time. Okay, use to move along the west. Oh, okay, we can just jump up. My bad. We're gonna get to one more, like, fighting sequence and then call it on, this, too. I wanna kind of stay within, like, 3 minutes per game. Can I not go down there? Yeah, there we go. Oop. I don't remember the controls for God of War fully, so. Okay, it's L2 and then. Come here. Okay, we're actually getting our ass beat here. We're gonna try to down this boss here. Damn it. Just cheesing him with this ability, but it is working, so. Definitely runs a lot better than Ratchet and Clank. Let's see. If we die, we die. If we kill this thing, then, you know, whatever. Okay, we killed it. We're gonna do this sick action piece if we can get over to it quick enough. And that will be enough testing for God of War, at least to give you a good idea. Button prompts. This is a much larger game than Ratchet and Clank as well. It's like, I want to say like 4 or 5 more gigabytes larger than Ratchet and Clank. So I don't know. This game definitely runs better than it, and I'm going to fully exit the 3D one. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Okay, well, this is loaded. Jak and Daxter did seem to have, like, when I first played it, had a bit of slowdown at the start, but and there's a texture flip issue with Jak. But once you get past that, like the very beginning, it's usually pretty good. The menu is a little bit rough, it seems here. We'll load my save file. Over here. This game is like a bit under, like just a bit under 2 gigabytes. Seems like the 3D platformers have a lot harder time running. I mean, the emulator's still in development, so it will get better over time. But definitely 3D platformers seem to be a lot harder for this thing to run. Because God of War definitely still has better performance. Didn't clear that fully. But some of these parts are getting better. The audio's doing pretty good at the moment. The roll button. Okay, just trying to remember all the controls. So we've already went through here, I think, maybe. Let's go check over here first. I don't know, that's how you get the door open. You have to have full power. But yeah, that effect definitely killed the game a bit. This is more playable than Ratchet, though. So. Oh, I already knew that, man. Thanks for telling me like 5 minutes too late. Flexing on me. No, I don't want it. It usually kills the game a bit. Yes, the Jak and Daxter definitely has slowdowns, has texture issue that's always there on Jak himself. Use the D-pad to select level. Okay. Warp to this next level. Watch a cutscene and then we'll end it for Jak and Daxter. Ratchet and Clank, definitely the worst so far.
But that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Ooh. That's rough. That cutscene is rough.
We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine.
It was only on Daxter too. That's really odd.
While you're out adventuring,
That's really weird.
why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco collectors are clogged up again.
Alright, well that's good enough. That's basically how Daxter runs. Or Jak and Daxter, sorry. Gonna close out. Okay, we're just waiting here. Anyways, I forgot to mention, I don't think I mentioned this, but you can tell that the centering on the games is off, like it's kind of off to the side of the screen instead of being completely censored. So you can change that and fix that and like blow up, make it so the image more full screen and stuff like that, but you have to mess with the settings, and anytime I did that when a game was already running, it would crash, so you have to do it beforehand. Okay, we got a new game here, normal. And riddle level easy, because I'm terrible at riddles and puzzles, all that. Throwing that right at me instantly. I have never played Silent Hill 2 or 3. I played like one of the 360 ones, but I have not played the older one. Don't kill me, Silent Hill fans. I will eventually play through them. But just not now. And I still haven't. So
Where am I?
alright, we're in game, finally. Lakeside Amusement Park. Run with X, okay. This feels very tank control. But it doesn't look like there's anything we can do over here. Like I said, I've never played Silent Hill before, so I actually don't know what to do right off the bat. But this game does seem to be running well. I know we're like just in like a starting area or whatnot, but overall seems to be good. I hate tank controls. No slowdown, audio seems good. The heck was that? I don't know what I pressed, but it like auto turns us around, I guess. I want to at least figure out where to go. There's someone else. Okay. Alright, well that's Silent Hill 2, sorry. I almost said Resident or Silent Hill 3. Almost said Resident Evil 2. Seems to run good. At least at the start. Audio seems fine. No noticeable slowdown, but there's not a lot going on, right? I don't know. This one seems fine. One of the seems perfect, basically. Compared to everything else we played. But we'll be on to the next one now. Last one here, we are gonna go with Klonoa 2 or Ico. Let's go with Klonoa 2. I was gonna do Maximo, but I forgot I deleted it off the internal SSD so I could fit God of War 2. Because I only gave the developer mode 20 gigabytes. Because I actually use the Series S in retail mode a bit, and I have some games on it as well. And the Series S doesn't give you a lot of space. You get very, very little. Alright, well... no audio. Huh. Maybe there's just not supposed to be any audio until we're in game. There, yep. There's the audio. Z, that's my name. Yes. I should have done Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, and Sly Cooper. Classic. Klonoa works. I'll probably fast forward this part to get like the gameplay. Oh, we can skip the cutscene. No. We can skip all the cutscene. Alright. See, that's what I like to see. Like to see more of that.
Anud, Yumu-san fuata. Landa, Lup, Vira Mawafu. Lucana, Vir Olalo. Wim Adu.
I've never played this game either in my life, but I guess they just have either this. I think this is gibberish, and they just have like subtitles, because I don't think this is different language. But I'm not an expert on languages, so I don't know. I only know English. Oh, I could have skipped the cutscene. Okay, well, I'm probably gonna cut a bit of that out, and it looks like you can't use the control stick. You have to use the D-pad. But this is Klonoa 2. Never played it. The smaller titles seem to run, like if they're under 2 gigabytes, better than the bigger ones. I guess that's not fully accurate though, because Jak and Daxter is smaller than... Oh, I guess it ran better Ratchet and Clank, but didn't seem to run better than God of War 2 with the testing. Okay, just skip it. I don't know if this game is missing audio from... Oh, do I have to like jump on him? I guess I should have watched that cutscene. He probably said something about this, but this game seems to be good. Runs fine. No audio issues. This is one of the better ones to emulate on PlayStation 2, it looks like. And that is going to be the last game we test. So, thanks for watching. If you want, I might do a guide on how to do it, but there are already guides on YouTube if you want to figure out how. But I'd say the PS2 isn't fully worth the effort now, because it's definitely needs some work, but like for a majority of the games, but you'd be better going off with like GameCube and like all the other consoles and Wii at the moment. I think PS2 emulation needs some more time in the oven, and then it will get to that point, but it's still early. So yeah, thanks for watching.